Time to remove everything.
No, 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 no. Clearing out everything. It's like gonna be challenge with the gas line, with the AC line. But so far everything's look good. We have the interior dash completely taken out. Someone locked the door. It's all out. Here we have the engine. Everything is under control. So this is the harness which gonna fit in the car, and here's the old dash coming out. Of course the steering column should be taken out and we keep it in. So the throttle pedal fit perfectly. Of course, this is why you need the harness, because the plug is completely different from the 4.6 to the 5.0 Coyote's engine. The cooling system, it should fit. Everything from the internal side is fine. Of course, this is where we remove the smart junction box, the body control, the harness, everything, and put the one from the Coyote's. But from the outside, we have the challenge that this part is completely different. So I think we will need the piping from the other car, which is the Coyote's 11 ups. And as of that, we might need to cut a little bit at this area, which is fine, because this area we can seal it with something and then it's all good. So this is the driver's seat, and the main plug which fits on the main harness, it's different. So therefore you need to change the complete harness of the seat, which is not so complicated. All you need is the donor car seat, so you just take the harness from there. The passenger side is fine, you just can plug it and use it. Look guys, the Mustang steering system is the most easiest to turn. Look how easy it is. So smooth. There is nothing. So at this stage, yeah, the remote system, the most attractive things in my Mustang. So many people ask me for that. Okay, remote start system is gone, new one is coming in. So at this step now, we'll be taking off all the harnesses of this interior. It's gonna be all coming out all the way to the back, and then we put the new one after some care. I don't like to keep these things like that. I mean, even the original, you can see how is it, but I'll try my best to make it as good as new, better than new. This is the target, better than new. Kickers, I love these speakers. They are so good. They are so good. Will it be possible to work with my Mustang without getting dirty? No way. Here's the progress. All the cables from the backside are out. Now we are coming to this stage. All the cables will come out, and then we will start with the new one. Before going deep with the wiring and the harnesses and everything, I need to explain to you some important information about what I would call the nerve system of the Mustang, which is the harness and different harnesses. So there is an online website where you can find all the wiring diagrams and all technical information for the Mustang S197, and for the S550 I already shared everything on my Dropbox link. So this resource is very important for you to check and follow up. For my own convenience, I'm using an offline copy of it, which I get used to it. This is the older one and it has the same information. So 2005 up to 2009, there is one main harness. If you can see, this is the big one, which is going all the way from the fuse box in the engine bay all the way back to the, they don't have it overview here, all the way back to the tail light. And then there is different small harnesses, which is, for example, like for the engine, it depends on the engine you have, and for the dash, for example, for the transmission is also part of the engine, and then the dash there is one, for the door there is one, door internal, and the tail light. As of 2010 and up to 2014, there is actually multiple different harnesses. This is an important difference, so you know how to deal with this. So for example, the fuse box, it comes with one harness, which is going inside to the smart junction box, and then covering all the way here for the headlight, for different components. For example, for the MAF sensor, which is a little bit different on the S550, and then also for the ABS control, and then going all the way here to the dash from different side, from the driver's side, if I would say correctly. Then of course there is the battery harness, which is also part of it connected to the transmission. So you might need different, it's not you might, you will need a different one, depends if you have an automatic or manual transmission. This is also supplying the electric steering column, so this is also very important for you to consider. And then now they show different harness because of 5.0 Shelby or the V6. Now also there is another harness which is for the engine. It depends on the engine type, it is different. And then we go, this is part of the battery, and then there is a dash, but then there is another main harness which is covering all over the car from inside. So that is something you need to keep in mind. So there is another one. So this harness going from the driver's side, going to the mid console, and then also going on the right side, going up to the welcome light area, going all the way right from the passenger side, all the way back to the body control and the tail lights. You can see how is it going. So understanding this overview You can see for the convertible it's different from the coupe. The seat harness. Understanding this is very helpful for you when you want to plan and work everything in your car. You can see here is also the door harness. Of course, we all know that, for example, in this part, which is for the mirror, the 2010 up to 2012, the plug is similar to the 2005, but the one for 2013 and 14, actually that is a little bit different plug because it supplies also the blind spot and the welcome logo. So in my case, I'm fabricating that, so I used actually the one from 2010 to 2012. It's how you want to deal with things, and then which part you want to buy. Of course, this is also from the same body harness, is going all the way to the trunk door. And you will need to correct the high mounted lamp to change it to the older plug, for example. The latch itself, the released solenoid, you will need also to use your own plug and rewire the cables based on the wiring. So this is a very important reference for you to understand and to know everything, which cable, what kind of color coding, and which function you will need to, for example, either rewire or change completely. So this is the first of the finishing. Almost everything is done. All the cables are out of everything, literally everything. Bit of cleaning, lots of wiping, still more wiping, and let's start with the harness. Let's start to finish this project. Still need more cleaning, but when it's done, no comments yet. I just wanna get caught up in this life. To be better than doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame. Yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I won't obey. You cannot tell me what I cannot say. I'm here to last, so yeah, I'm here to stay. I'll live each second like my final day. You can't take that away. Got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do
Short information, the fuse box of 1114, as far as I found out, that you don't need one for a manual and one for automatic, because this cable, which is the clutch signal and the clutch disengage, this is for starting and this is for the cruise, you need both. And this is actually one plug you connected here. Yeah, this is one, this is two, and this is the plug will be connected to the OEM fuse, so you don't need a different ones. We talked about the throttle pedal. For the SRS module, it has to be relocated here. When I changed the handbrake, there is one free screw. This is where one of them, and then there should be another two here. We will weld that, and then I will cut the carpet so it fit perfectly without any tilting, because this is what tells the system that in case if you have accident or anything wrong. I'm keep cleaning stuff. Of course, this is not the final stage of cleaning. I'm gonna bring a wipe and make it clean, and then the vacuum machine, and then I will put my footprint here to make a mark. Yeah, it's craziness. Hallelujah. I have been a little bit confused about this plug and that one as well. I thought this is to the left side, the driver side, but it's actually to the passenger side. And this plug actually is going to the upper mid console, which is controlling the light and the comfortable. And then the plug for the amplifiers, and yeah, many plugs. And yeah, this is actually the other side for the comfortable functions and the welcome light.
Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt, evolve, survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet.
This way, we have made a hole here, clearance for the new AC connection, which is gonna be vertical, not horizontal as this one. So, should be all good to go. Here, it looks like someone wrote here, tip, T-I-P. I see tip. Give me a tip, guys. Oh, final update for the AC system. It does fit. It does fit. All's good. You don't even need to seal anything, because the blower system has sponge. You see that one? Yep. And that one is big, so whatever you cut is already sealed. So the pipe should fit here without any issues, and this fits without any issues. Better than original, isn't it, guys? As we know, this part needs to be modified. Now the modification after studying the pipe diagram of the AC system, it's gonna be really easy, even easier than I thought. So this is one side. Actually, I might say that already, but I took this from the 2010 because it still make the storage container here. So 2011 and above, both lines go together in this side. So I don't want to change everything and then also change the AC radiator system. So what I need is just the part of hosing. So this will be cutted and this sensor will be taken off. It's not needed. This pipe should be connected. And for the other side, I took this completely, but also I don't need it completely. I just need a small part where it fits in and then goes with this pipe. The guys here in the workshop, they are good enough to do all this work, so everything is fine. And then for the 5.0 to 11 plus, here we have the transducer sensor, which is in the same correct line for the 5.0 2011 and above, but for our model it's here. Their model, it should be there at that side, even the plug is there. So what I'm gonna do is actually it's that plug, so I'm gonna extend the plug all the way here and then put the sensor here, because in the same pressure line, it's not different. And yeah, there is only one sensor, so that's the solution, and then that's it. Another thing to keep in mind, you want to change this because few plugs does not match with the new dash. So new dash means 10 and up. The single column you can keep because you can keep it for your own key, for your own batch system. This is the easiest, of course, unless you would like to change your keys. I have to, so no way. And then I'm just changing this one. Now the secret, where many people asked, how did I manage to, all the wires now, almost, I could say 80% are done. Yeah, how did I manage to put the Shelby steering wheel? It's actually because the new one, it has a big plug here, up. Let's go to the light. Don't look at this. Some old classics, which is amazing. I'm not just saying old classic in a bad way. It's a good way. It's in good way. Yeah, anyhow. 3G is coming in few years to be a classic, so now you know why I'm doing all this work, to keep my classic to the future. So shortly, the upper plug which we have here is one row, and there is another one here which Ford don't use. And to use that, you need this plug. Hey, where are you? Yeah, you just need this plug, and hopefully you can read the number. Come on, focus. You can see the number. Oh my god, this is too much zoomed in. Yeah, hopefully it's clear. You can find it by the internet or in my Instagram post. Check it. Yeah, talk to me. I can share with you the part number of this. Anyhow, you plug this interior one, and then the heading second port, it's here. So you can see this is the second one. So it's communication from the lower one, from the inner one to the lower one, and then to the sound system. So yeah, that was the small trick I did. So this will be changed. Of course, when changing this, you need to change the cover, because the new one, it has only lift arm, lift multifunction control arm, not two sides. So you need to close the other one. Keep on working. Here's a little story about a hunter guy. He used to be the owner of this Mustang. Imported, and there was, since the beginning, this is not yet my footprint, guys. There was always a noise under my seat about things scrubbing left and right. So when I bought it, I started discovering, I put a magnetic and started pulling these small pipes, and I found like 40 pieces. Now, after more than 8 years, is it 8? Almost 10 years. Almost 10 years. Yeah, 8 years exactly, yeah. So it was 8 years. I found another 2. It was exactly under this area. Crazy! Now you know why there is a footprint here. Short update, don't do this mistake as I did, but my choices was limited, kind of limited. So what I did is, the fuse box, the dash was from one car, the harness from another car, and the front fuse box is from different car. What I did is because I want to reach the best cables in the market. Yeah, and then it's working fine, all is good, except that this harness is the old build from Ford, and this one is the new build from Ford. So the new build, the cables come here, and it should somehow, yeah, it should go all the way there. Or the old build, this cable should go all the way up to meet this one. So I already checked the diagrams. I found these wires, they match completely. This is the C263, and this is both C264 and 65. So some cables from here and here match, of course based on the diagrams, not based on my guessing, and the rest still I'm trying to find in diagrams, because it's look like these data cables, which I can't find here. So I have to finalize. And then another thing which I found does not match. Let's talk about it. It's not a big deal, but it's 99%. This cable is for the horn, which is here, but it's a different plug. This is 99% because it came from this side, which based on the diagrams I have to be sure. But yeah, once I do this video, I will be keeping comments about these details. Another thing in this area, no, of course you need to be working on these blocks, because the light system is completely different. Not the fog light, but everything else. So the lower, the upper, they are absolutely not the same. So the headlights here are these two kind of plugs. So what you need is, you need either to have the old one, just cut it and bring it back, or if you change the plug style at the bulb, then this is your choice. Of course, it's no big deal for me here, because I know that this is a xenon system. Since I have a custom headlight, I will be using the xenon modules with what we call in my market that yellow cable, we call it a cut out system. So I have a relay and connections. So I will be using not this one, but a different kit which match the one from Ford. Yep, that is it. No, that is not it. Brrr. Let's go back. There is a challenge. Now, the harness I brought is surprisingly does not support Shaker 1000. Even my car did not support that in the beginning, but it was there. The plug was there. I just used it. But this one, it does not offer it at all. So either I'm gonna go with the aftermarket amplifier, which I saw lots of people doing, and then I'm gonna make my own connections, which is no big deal. And then yeah, this is tail light plug. For much more details on the tail light connection, please refer to the previous video in this playlist, how to build custom headlight with RGB. This part explains exactly which wires, how to connect it, what additional things you need to do. In this part, things being in the previous stage, so it wasn't much more clear. So yep, hopefully you can benefit from that as well. And hopefully you enjoy the rest of this video. All the best. For some reason, I can maybe double check the harness of the, where is the other plug? I have to double check where is the other plug. Anyhow, yeah, I'm just wondering that this plug has more wires than the other side. So either, so I'm missing 1, 2, 3. Either there is a harness from this one, which I did not see in the diagrams, so I have to look on the car which I got this harness from, and then to be sure. Yep, that is all. So today we are done with the right side. These two are from the front fuse box, and everything is here as is original. This will be drilled back for the kick panel. It's all like new, better than original. The convertible, everything is done. It's all the way back here. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I need to put these back. So the body control will need to be fixed, and the tail light will need to be corrected. I think that is most of these things here, and it's all good. So from the 08 harness to the 014, there will be a little bit of changes. So the harness internal the car is changing, but anyhow this looks similar, but you cannot still use it. First of all, the buttons to control the windows are different, and then so therefore you need to change the harness, and then the motor plug is completely different to that. I noticed that this has 7 and this actually has 8. So 2 are power and the rest are for sensing. So I'm gonna check the diagrams what need to be changed. Another thing is, shouldn't be big deal, for the lock. Here there are 2 plugs with 4 wires. Here there is only 1 plug with 4 wires. So I think this will need to be splitted and then to be reconnected here. So it should be easy, no big deal. I'm gonna redo the whole wiring, make it as new, because everything here is, especially related to this tape, is gone. Yep, and everything else look fine, from the speakers, from the subwoofer, from the locking buttons, which is this one. It's exactly the same. Yeah, and I think it will be the same situation like in the driver. I already checked that the plug there for window power is exactly different.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free. You know I'm addicted to you, and it's twisted, you've been gifted with the evil voodoo. Got me coming back for more, even when I've been screwed. Dolls full of pins, pierce my heart straight through. I got issues in my head, I like you in my bed, but you keep me on red. Oh, everything is like a test, I better not text or I'll come off desperate.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me?
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless, I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt, never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm, I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed, thinking something out of my nightmares. See me right there. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, then will you get bored of killing me? Then will you get bored?
So you change from the 0509 door activator to the 010 or 14. This will be different for you. So the original one with the same length with the same ankle won't fit because of the decoration and because also of the mechanism. And then also for the driver door, the 014 comes with this one, which is latch here like this. So with the key it open and close, but our original is way much longer. It's attached to this one and then it's unlocked to unlock. It's way much longer. So I took ours because it fits also with the key cylinder, and I found in which spot we need to attach it, and then I bend it. I cut the extra piece which we don't need, and then it's fine like that. So it comes like this, and then you click it with our latch, and then it's functioning very well. The rods which actually hooked to the handle is different thickness and also different length, so it's easy. Just you can see it attached to the yellow part, that one. So it's just a hook, but then you need the one which is coming with these. The door handle also has different length, different system, so you need this, which is usually it's attached to it, so better use that one. And then the last part, which is also related to this, when you install it in the correct direction, with our door open area, it's usually all the way just to the glue area, so you can't actually push further. You need to cut it like this or a different shape, whatever makes you comfortable. And then your center point is the small dot, because there is where the yellow holder will be fixed to it, and then you can go up and down without any issues, and then everything will be perfect. This is all for the door latch system. Once you change the door harness, which you need because the computers from the motor, this is another part another video part we will do. Once you change the motor, because the plug will not fit and the computer functions, the wiring is completely different. This you could manage, but I thought, okay, let's finish it, make it perfect and change everything. So this is the total work you need to do for the door latch to be better than original. This will be completely sealed again. I will buy this I found that this is really easy thing. You don't need to kill yourself for it. There is a tape where you buy, just open the tape, put a new one and stick it to the door, and then everything is done. So don't be so much worried when you open this, does it attach back or not. You just put a new one. Make it perfect as much as you can, better than original. Since the harness of the door was completely changed, then you need to change the motor of the window for the driver and the passenger side. The new one, it matched from the thread, it matched from the diameter. This shaft is a bit longer on the new one, shorter in the new one, which is no big deal because this just passed the metal anyhow, and there is more thickness here which we don't have here. The small challenge is that there is a metal, I don't know what you call this. It's responsible when you tighten with the screw, you don't press on the plastic, but the new one is actually thread plastic. So you would need to open this hole, make it bigger, put this part on it, and then fix with the original screw from your car. It should be good. Then we do it and we test the window. Just simply, you just need to push this from the other direction. Just put something which is at the same diameter, hammer it smoothly. You don't need to go crazy, and then it will go out like this, and just then pull it with anything. So the passenger side is done. The window is working perfectly with the new switches. What I did, I drill it, but then I kept it like a hair thickness, and then a little bit heating, so it's actually fully melted with the plastic. And then I trimmed, because the edge here is a bit long, we don't need this length, so I just trimmed it and it fits perfectly. All is good there. Regarding the rear window, which is from the convertible, if you plug everything, now the plug, it just fits perfectly, but the wiring is completely different. You can see it. It's not that you need to change the position of the wiring is different. It's not that you need to change the harness and the motor. This is very nice. This is very lucky. I just changed the position of the pins, and key on. Ta-da-da! It works perfectly. So I can say that position, now you need to look on this point, this position, because this is the one related, not these. Don't be confused. These at the motor and these at this point. So position number 1 was different, position number 6, number 3, oh no, 3 was the same, number 4 and 7. Now don't take this as of my word. Follow the diagram, check each one up and down, positive, power window, check everyone and just compare two diagrams and it will be easy peasy.
Stay tuned for rest of the day's project information.